Hey, this is Rod, Boomer Guitar Sessions, episode 170. We're going to do another double stop deep dive. This time it's going to be blues, it's going to be swingy blues, it's going to be funky blues, it's going to be rockin' blues. It is going to be double stops, it's going to be better rhythm guitar, it's going to be better lead guitar, it's going to be opening up the music in an afternoon. That is the goal here. So a long time ago I had a lesson, like when I say a lesson, not a personal lesson, but a video lesson from Tuck Andrus. And one of the things that he did in his lesson is he says, in the span of an afternoon, you can identify lots of different things, like as far as chord tones and where you're mapping out your chords and all that. In a span of an afternoon, map them all out, and you figure out where everything is. And that's like 10 years shrunken down into a 1 hour session. Okay, you're thinking about all the different combinations that we can put together, and isolating it and maybe mapping out like where the notes are and all that. That's what we're going to do today with Double Stop Deep Dive. What I want to do first is I want to let's tune our guitars, because this is something that we should probably get into the habit of doing more here at Double Stop at Boomer Guitar Sessions. That is my E note. Okay, I'm usually pretty in tune. There is your A. There is your D. There's your G note. B is a little off. There's your B note. E is a little off. So what is a double stop? A double stop is two note stuff. It is like the link between the single note line riff and chords. Okay, in guitar riffs and guitar comping, double stops can be the in between the and the chord and the single note line riff. And you can incorporate all that stuff into your rhythm guitar stuff. Today we're going to focus on the blues. First step when I'm working with double stops is I think I'm going to take inventory of the chord forms that I use widely in the key of E7. Everything we're going to do today is going to be in the key of E7. So with that said, my first E7 is like an E major chord. And that added pinky. Now what I can also do is I can play that note, that chord I don't use as much, but what I do use is the piece of it. Doesn't hurt to learn that chord. That's a great chord, but this we can break it down into smaller pieces. All right, now this thing right here, here's a voicing. That is an E7 as well. Then we get to here. This is a very common chord. I use this all the time. This is a Mel Bay chord back in the day. What Mel Bay did is he put this note there because that's more the swing chord. Blues guys, R&B guys, it is there. But if I put right? Now, this right here, if I invert this, if I put this on top, that is this chord. Those are some of my dominant seventh chords. We know this one. And then we have up here. Now the next thing you need to know is like 7 equals 9 equals 13. What I can do with that information is some of these chords can be made into ninth chords. So for example, this one's a real easy. Blues guitar harmony chord substitution. A seventh chord equals a ninth chord. Or that. Now the other thing about dominant seventh chords is it loves half-step approach notes. If I put my pinky down there, that is a 13th chord. I love this voicing right here. That's a good 13th chord. Here's another really cool 13th chord. This is a dominant seventh chord. In that same chord shape, I can do, that is a ninth chord. With this note being the root note of this fingering is not in these four fingers. It is, you got to visualize it. Also, this is the Prince, which we talked about in our double stopped R&B. That little movement. Now, why taking the inventory of your chord stuff is so important is because every one of these chords we can isolate double stops around each of these voicings. For example, this E7 chord. Okay, Scotty Moore, Elvis's first guitar player. That little movement right there. All right, those are all right, so let me get some sort of a groove going on. All right, another double stop combination thing would be, well, I like that. That's a double stop. That is a double stop. This thing here, these are sixth intervals. Now these open licks, these open like, those are double stops. This little sixth interval run. All right. Here's another one. I call this scale tone substitution. Those are all double stops. And that little movement, super common. It's a rock, like a rocking kind of blues. All right, so that runs into that little run, runs into that little E7 3-note chord. Also some like chromatic double stop kind of turnarounds in blues. These are all double stop ideas. That's just in that. All right. So with this E7 chord here, another powerful chord I use all the time. Seven equals 9 equals 13. So what that means is every dominant seventh chord you can do is you can 7 equals 9 equals 13. Also, This right here, those are the guide tones of that E7 chord. That little thing is very useful. That comes from this chord. All right. Let's move up. This little chord here is I love this. It's like a ninth chord. It's like a Stevie Ray, T-Bone Walker. It's a funky chord too. It's a stacked fourths on a major pentatonic scale. All right. Other things, this up here. This is the octave of your open thing, your open E. So taking that minor pentatonic and doing this is kind of it's lots of people, it's not any one person. That's what I call half set substitution. And right now I'm just jamming with some of these. So that would be the next step is, okay, so we're learning and we're mapping out all these different things. And you're not going to get them all today. But you've gotten, if you've stuck with me thus far, you've gotten a lot of different ideas. You don't need 100, you need 10. You don't need you don't need 1,000 licks. You need 10 really usable ones that we can mold around. But the next step for the rhythm guitar end of things is we try to put these things into rhythm guitar grooves. Whether it's like I call that the shotgun groove. Okay, so that's going to be your shotgun groove. So something like this would be like. We should take some time to talk a little bit about the single note 9 melodies. A lot of my melodies are going to be combining blue notes with the thirds, minor thirds and major thirds. So the flat 3 into the 3. That flat 5 and also the flat 7. Also, we can take a little bit of our triads. I like that, like little Curtis Mayfield there. Little Steve Cropper, Curtis Mayfield, kind of a old 60s R&B guitar into the blues. Anyway, so that's all your rhythm guitar stuff. So it's like you spend an afternoon with that and just mapping things out. And then the next step after that, rhythm guitar wise, is listen to your favorite players and favorite songs you can apply this with and your favorite players. Some of these people you may know, some of you may not. Some of them you may have access to them via YouTube. This video will be your buddy. Okay. Learning things from other people, modeling after other people, that's all kosher. That is the quick path to studying this stuff. Also, we don't want to just be thinking about rhythm guitar when it comes to double stops. All this stuff applies to lead guitar as well, and like that in between lead guitar and rhythm guitar. So if I have something like this. All double style. Hi, this is Rod from Boomer Guitar Sessions. I personally wanted to thank you for being part of our community. If you like what we're doing here and you want to see more of it, please hit the like, subscribe, and share. And this helps me spread my musical messages to all over the world. Thank you. I appreciate you. And always remember, you can do